Hello everybody, this is Curry from youtube.com/currygaming. Last time you saw me nearly get kicked out of the instance, or rather the crypts, because I messed up Black Worm Cultist, but I engaged Nalice and was able to stay in the instance and kind of like drop the Zazu debuff thing that teleports you back. So that was super duper lucky. If you guys get in the same situation, make sure you engage with Nalice, sprint to her, do what you need to do, throw a throwing knife at her, whatever. Just do it. If you want to do it better, though, the way that I didn't do it, I would have waited there, sapped the lady on the outside, repeated what I did for the first set of ads over with this third arcane storage unit, and walked through in a bit more controlled of a pace. I was kind of impatient. Anyway, guys, now we're going to kill some Nalice. Here's what I changed up. When I came through the instance, I was actually a Subtlety Spec. Right now, I changed the Combat Spec, my main PvE Spec. Unfortunately, I forgot to reforge my gear for expertise. So I'm going to possibly miss against Nalice while I'm fighting her, but make sure you just have your hit yellows capped. Ideally up to poison hit cap if you can. 17% is the hit for that. I'm kind of below it because I didn't prepare enough. Came from heroic madness. Don't forget, also have your expertise so you don't miss her as well. She's a level 85 target. Make sure your miss and parry chance, or dodge and parry chance is 0% on those. AKA 26 out of 26. Unless you have a special class. Now, for the spec, typical PvE spec, but my glyphs changed a little bit. A, if you're combat, you're never going to use Blade Flare in this fight. You're only attacking one person, so that's out the window. 2, unless you're with somebody else in the fight, you should never be using Tricks of the Trade, so that's out of the fight. And yeah, that's basically the gist. Now, Feint, I also had, but you could or could not use it. It really depends on how you do it. I thought that it'd be more useful to have Evasion, Sprint, and Blind in place of the 3 typical PvE oriented ones. Now this fight also requires that you have Shiv, that you have exposed armor, and Evasion and Gouge on your bars. Very important abilities to have on your bars because you're going to be soloing this person from 100 to 0. Also make sure you have Recuperate, and if you're extremely worried about your gear level being too low, make sure you stack some bandages, have a potion handy, have a full flask, not just the alchemy flasks like I do, have a lockstone available, and a health potion. Those will all go a long way to helping you kill this person. And the whole gist of the fight, guys, I'll explain as we go along it, but I'm going to do it live right now on camera. Well, on YouTube, I guess. Be right back. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to start the fight, basically, guys, by I'll take the combo points that I have accrued from earlier and just use it as slice and dice. Run up to her, stun her, and pop out as many cooldowns in her as possible immediately. And get that Recuperate ticking. Now she's going to do Arcane Infused Weapon. I want to gouge that and run the hell away because now you have to start kiting her. As long as she's shiny like that, that's bad. Now she's enraged. I want to go up and Shiv it while she is, and then make sure you interrupt that as well. Now here's a good time that you can start using Arcane. Rather, not Arcane. Sprint away if you're worried about getting hit. Use AR. She's enraged. Walk up. And proceed to beat the heck out of her. Basically just beat the heck out of her between every chance you get. I mean, and constantly have Recuperate available. Now here's where you have to go across the room over these explosion things. Kind of avoid them where you can, because they do hurt. And click these things before she stops your timer. If you get hit, like you just saw, it's 20k. It's not a small amount. It will hurt you. It's not necessary damage. Once it's done, run back in. Make sure her infused weapon doesn't do anything by staying out of range of it. Get rid of that enrage. Now you have to use exposed armor here, or else you can't attack her. Now if it's on your bars, you're going to have to go fishing through your spell book. It's not fun, I guarantee you. You basically just got to kite her whenever that happens. It's really nasty when she hits you with that. But at the gear levels people should be at right now, it really should not be an issue. There we go. She'll be enraging. stunner, kiter. Just make sure her crazy shiny weapon isn't able to hit you. Interrupt those arcane missiles per the usual. Stun her where you can. Don't even let her use her buffs. Don't even give that option to her. And you can see I'm pretty much just like... Okay. Have to go back through. Wait for it to blow up. Boom. Sprint across. Attempt to avoid all unnecessary damage where possible. It alternates in a pattern every single time, so it's really easy to predict. And she's almost dead, and I'm pretty much fine. Just make sure you don't do something stupid like Vanish or something, because that would be bad. Every time she hits you with that thing, it's 20k. It will be punishing. I want to stun her and just try and finish her off here if I can, while not taking too much damage. Nope, not quite. Okay. Try and heal back up. Now, if you're ever in trouble, you can blind her. There's tons of options in terms of surviving her. And just like that, the dragon has fallen. So I didn't even really end up using blind or some of my abilities because my gear level is so high. I'm currently sitting at 408 gear level. Your gear level might be worse. You might not be as quick to killing her as a result of the weapons and or gear you have on you. So make sure that you use your entire repertoire. Make sure you blind her and bandage up. That's like a fight reset. You're kind of like a paladin in that case. Make sure that you also have your offhand not as a ticking poison, like deadly. Mind numbing works wonders for this case because it lets you control the fight. If you have anything ticking on her, any bleeds or anything, you will regret it because it will break your gouges if you if you're not careful about it. It also will break your blinds if you don't have your blind glyphed. So guys, that's Nalice. Just gonna get her vial of the black dragon's blood and get myself back to Rathian. I'll see you guys for the next part.
Hey.
Success. Take the vial with you to Rathian.
Right.
No free rides. No fair. Alright guys, see you next time.